The Industrial Revolution marked a turning point in human history, driven by the discovery of coal. Coal's high energy density powered steam engines, revolutionizing transportation and manufacturing. Factories sprang up, cities grew, and coal became the engine of progress, driving economic growth. The world had entered a new era, defined by the might of coal. However, the reliance on coal came at a cost that was not immediately apparent to society. The burning of coal released harmful pollutants, causing smog and respiratory problems. Cities became shrouded in a haze of pollution, and the health of the population began to suffer. The environmental consequences were not fully understood, and progress often overshadowed concerns about the planet's health. Industrial growth was prioritized, often at the expense of the environment. The demand for coal soared, and its extraction became an industry in itself. Mining towns sprang up, and entire communities depended on coal for their livelihoods. The burning of coal releases sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter, contributing to acid rain and respiratory illnesses. These pollutants had far-reaching effects on both the environment and human health. Acid rain harms aquatic life, forests, and crops. It disrupts ecosystems and damages the natural balance, leading to long-term environmental degradation. Coal is a major contributor to climate change, releasing significant amounts of carbon dioxide. This greenhouse gas traps heat in the atmosphere, leading to global warming. Rising global temperatures, heat waves, melting glaciers, and rising sea levels are some of the impacts. These changes threaten ecosystems, human settlements, and the overall stability of the planet. Coal mining, especially strip mining, destroys habitats and pollutes waterways. The landscape is scarred, and the natural beauty of the area is often lost forever. Underground mining poses risks to miners and can lead to ground subsidence. This can cause damage to buildings and infrastructure, creating additional hazards. The realization of coal's environmental toll sparked a search for cleaner energy sources. Renewable energy technologies like solar and wind power began to gain traction. While coal powered the Industrial Revolution, the future of energy lay in alternatives. The shift towards sustainable energy sources became a global priority. The transition to cleaner energy would be gradual and complex. It requires innovation, investment, and a collective effort to reduce our dependence on fossil fuels. As the 20th century dawned, petroleum emerged as a new energy source. Petroleum or crude oil can be refined into gasoline, diesel, and kerosene. The internal combustion engine revolutionized transportation, making automobiles popular. Gasoline and diesel were more efficient and easier to transport than coal. The rise of petroleum fueled the growth of the automobile and aviation industries. Petroleum products became indispensable, powering transportation, industry, and agriculture. However, petroleum combustion still released harmful pollutants, contributing to air pollution and climate change. Oil extraction and transportation posed environmental risks, including oil spills. The world became increasingly reliant on a finite resource, leading to geopolitical tensions. Despite challenges, petroleum's dominance continued for much of the 20th century. As environmental concerns grew, the search for sustainable alternatives intensified. Compressed natural gas, CNG, emerged as a potential bridge fuel, offering some environmental advantages over coal and petroleum. CNG, primarily composed of methane, releases fewer harmful pollutants when burned. It burns more efficiently, resulting in lower emissions and fuel costs. CNG can power vehicles, heat homes, and generate electricity. However, CNG is still a fossil fuel and contributes to climate change. Methane leaks during extraction and transportation are a concern. The infrastructure for CNG refueling is less developed than for gasoline or diesel. Despite limitations, CNG has reduced emissions and improved air quality in urban areas. CNG is likely a temporary solution, paving the way for renewable energy sources. The 21st century has seen the rise of electric vehicles, EVs, marking a significant shift in the automotive industry. EVs, powered by rechargeable batteries, offer a cleaner alternative to gasoline cars. These batteries are at the heart of the EV revolution, providing the necessary energy to drive the vehicle. They produce zero tailpipe emissions, significantly reducing air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions. This makes them an essential part of the fight against climate change. Advances in battery technology have improved EV performance, with longer ranges and faster charging times. These improvements are making EVs more practical for everyday use. EVs are more efficient, converting more energy from the grid into power. This efficiency not only benefits the environment, but also enhances the driving experience. This efficiency translates into lower operating costs for EV owners. Over time, the savings on fuel and maintenance can be substantial. However, the upfront cost of EVs remains higher, though government incentives and falling battery costs are helping. These financial aids are crucial in making EVs more accessible to the general public. Charging infrastructure availability is a concern, especially in areas lacking public stations. Expanding this infrastructure is key to supporting the growing number of EVs. The electricity used to power EVs must come from clean sources to maximize environmental benefits. Renewable energy sources like wind and solar are ideal for this purpose. Despite challenges, the transition to electric mobility is gaining momentum. More and more EVs are hitting the roads each year. As technology improves and infrastructure expands, EVs are poised to play a crucial role in a sustainable transportation future. The journey towards a cleaner, greener world is well underway. Renewable energy sources have emerged as a beacon of hope for a sustainable energy future. They offer a cleaner alternative to fossil fuels, which are depleting and contribute significantly to climate change. Solar energy, harnessed through photovoltaic panels, converts sunlight into electricity without greenhouse gas emissions. This technology is versatile and can be installed on rooftops, in deserts, and even on water bodies. Wind energy, captured by turbines, utilizes wind to generate electricity. Wind farms can be located onshore or offshore, taking advantage of strong and consistent wind patterns. Hydroelectric power, generated by harnessing moving water, has long been a source of electricity. It provides a stable and reliable energy supply, especially in regions with abundant water resources. Geothermal energy derived from the Earth's core is a reliable renewable source. It taps into the natural heat beneath the Earth's surface to generate power and heat buildings. Each renewable source offers unique advantages and faces specific challenges. For instance, solar and wind power depend on weather conditions, while hydroelectric power can impact local ecosystems. Solar and wind power are intermittent, meaning they're not always available. Hydroelectric power, on the other hand, can disrupt aquatic habitats and fish migration. Geothermal energy is geographically limited to areas with significant geothermal activity, such as volcanic regions. Despite these challenges, renewable energy is playing an increasingly important role in the global energy landscape. It is essential for reducing carbon emissions and combating climate change. Advances in technology, falling costs, and supportive policies are driving growth in the renewable energy sector. Innovations are making these technologies more efficient and accessible. As the world seeks to mitigate climate change, renewable energy will be essential. Public awareness and activism are also crucial in pushing for a transition to cleaner energy sources. Renewable sources will shape a cleaner and more sustainable energy future. They hold the promise of a world where energy needs are met without compromising the health of our planet.